Juicy turkey will be on your dinner table after watching this. Look how moist that looks. Smoked! Get in my belly! Weber roasted turkey, is that good? It should be illegal. Oh. So you sit back, grab a drink or two and let's get into it. For a turkey cook, we're gonna need a turkey. And unfortunately they're in short supply at the moment. I was gonna use a leg of lamb, but I can't fool some of you, you're on to me. Knowing this, I still asked Mick out at Gippsland Premium Meats if he could get me a turkey. And you know what? He said, no worries mate, and he found me a bird worth roasting. I actually messaged him and said I needed a gobble gobble. No need to tell you, I needed to explain that message a little better. The turkey came frozen, so I need to unfreeze it. So, onto a tray, and into the fridge it goes. And it needs to stay in there until it's fully thawed. Allow 24 hours for every 2.5 kilograms. A 10 kilogram bird is gonna take a full 4 days to defrost in your fridge. The turkey has defrosted so we can get our brine ready. And there are so many commercial brines on the market these days, it makes our job so much easier. Today I'm using this award-winning 4 Monkeys injection and brine to help keep my bird moist. Smack! And just follow the instructions on the label to make up your brine. Pop the bird into a food-safe bucket and cover with the brine mixture. How much depends on the size of your bird and the size of your bucket. Finish that off by throwing in a bag of ice and popping the lid on. I'll now pop this somewhere cool and dry in my house overnight. Yes, I know you're all thinking to yourself, hang on a second, that's a turkey, that's not a chicken. It's all right, this chicken brine works on any poultry. Pull the bird out of the brine and place it into a tray. It's injection time, and we're gonna use the award-winning 4 Monkeys injection and brine again. And just mix up the injection as per the instructions. And pump it full of goodness. That'll keep it moist. Slut! Injecting this bird may seem like overkill after brining it, but we want to make sure this bird is as juicy as possible. So keeping it simple, at this point we can just give the skin a pat dry with some paper towel. Now we just need to oil it up. And that's going to help the seasoning stick, and it's also going to help the skin brown up during the cooking. The last thing we need to do is give the bird a seasoning of SPG, or salt, pepper, garlic. Sergeant Seasoning on board for action, preparing to salt. Enemy advancing, reloading with pepper. They just won't stop, finishing them off with garlic. How heavy you go on the seasoning is totally up to you. I personally would go easy on the salt because of the injection and the brine. It's time to truss the bird using some butcher's twine. Start at the neck, wrap it around the wings and pretend you're Santa in a sleigh. Yay! Ho ho ho! Then under the breast and tie it off. Being a bigger bird than a chook, I like to go around this twice. And then just tie up the legs. Grab the rotisserie and slide it through the turkey's cavity. Pierce it with both skewers and tighten it up. And because it's a bigger bird, I like to put an extra bit of string around the legs and the wings. The word rotisserie is Norwegian and means melted cheese on toast. Today I'm going to be using my 57cm Weber kettle, and I'm going to be pairing it up with 2 charcoal baskets and the Weber rotisserie because I want to be roasting at temps of 220 to 240 degrees Celsius today. Add the baskets and fill them with fuel. Then just moving the charcoal baskets to either end of the charcoal grate. Then add a drip pan, put the rotisserie ring in place, then just add the turkey in by sliding in the shaft. Smoked! Add some smoking wood and a couple of chunks of red wine oak will do the trick. Turn the rotisserie on, pop the lid on, opening all the vents. We'll let that roast away until the breast meat reads 74 degrees Celsius. Today I'm cooking with a high indirect temp of 220 to 240 degrees Celsius. And all up, this 3 kilogram turkey is going to take around about an hour and a half to be fully cooked. Or for those of you who like to use my beer timer, you're looking at a 3 beer cook. Cheers! The length of the cook will depend on the size of your bird. Just cook it until the breast is reading 74 degrees Celsius and you won't die. The turkey's done, it's hit 74 degrees Celsius internally in the breast, so we can just get it off the heat. And look at that colour. Just cover this with foil and we're going to leave that for 30 minutes before we carve it up. The rule to resting meat is 1 minute per 100 grams, and this was a 3 kilogram bird. Oh, seriously, how good does that look?